Breaking news! Disney kills the Avengers with one pink slip snap. Naked ladies appear in Epcot, and it's truly tough to be a bug. All that and more on this month's News Roundup. Welcome back. I'm Dan, your host of this very serious theme park news podcast. As always, I am your Chuckle King, and it's so great to have you all here. And on location, I'm just getting in news now. On location, I have with me Nathan. Nathan, are you there?
Yes. Hello, Dan.
Where are you, Nathan?
I am currently in Animal Kingdom at what used to be It's Tough to Be a Bug. But as you can see behind me, where are they? Where the Orkin truck has arrived.
The Orkin truck, Nathan.
I'm afraid they're all gone.
What is the energy in this on location right now, Nathan? What is the vibe?
The vibe is honestly, it's a mix. Most people do not like bugs, even though this attraction has spent almost 30 years, if not more, explaining that it's tough and they're important. Most people are celebrating the crush of these bugs that seemed very large for being bugs, honestly. And then one lady is crying in the corner because she loves Flick so much. Beyond that, it's a dour day. It's a dark day in American history,
It's a dark day. It's a dark day. And this has been a really solid bit for anyone who's a huge fan of Pixar's A Bug's Life. So all four of you.
Them.
Yeah. Oh, we got really close with the number there.
So close.
All right. Well, as you can tell, we're taking the news more seriously. Is that what we're doing? Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. The news is more serious.
Yeah. What we're actually doing is, instead of putting it in location order, we're doing it in, hey, you people with attention spans of 20 seconds, we're going to give you the big headlines up top, like the local news. And then we're going to go farther. And so if you get to the end where we're going to talk about guests screwing things up and being horrible, which is fun, it's a little treat, because we know some of y'all, you can't make it. You're like, I got a TikTok to watch or something. Yeah. So
are you sure we're gonna get the hot stuff in early?
Yeah.
Hot and spicy early.
We'll get you all back to your emoji blitz before too long.
Emoji blitz. Are people still playing that?
I don't know. I don't. But someone does, I'm sure. Someone's aunt is
let's
not
talk about,
uninstalled.
Since we're on location, let's talk about the hot topic item. Tough to Be a Bug closed. It's closed. Doors closed.
It's closed. Truly,
they chained the
doors.
Tough. They locked the doors.
They chained the doors. They have locked the doors, and now it is, as you can see, the Orkin.
Can you speculate with me for a moment what this means for Animal Kingdom losing one of its OG attractions for the youngest of Disney parks?
It's the youngest
Disney park, right? Even younger than the Asian parks. Shanghai's youngest park. Shanghai's youngest park. Hong Kong after Animal Kingdom.
I don't remember. We only talk about this stuff all the time.
The youngest domestic park. Let's be real. The people, most people aren't vacationing to Asia. What are we? Peter and Kitra going to Hong Kong and whatnot,
No.
Jet setting.
No.
Although I am saving up. Join my Patreon. Saving up for my.
You're setting up for a jet? That's
my Singapore trip, because I'm going to get on that new Singapore boat. It's got to happen. I've been to Singapore when I was on tour with my off-Broadway show, and so I want to go back.
That's pretty off-Broadway.
Off-Broadway, Singapore. You can't get any further. So, what does this mean, Nathan? We've lost other Animal Kingdom opening day attractions. This isn't the first time it's happened.
No,
but this feels like a little bit of the heart of the park in a weird way.
I mean, what's weird is it's Tough to Be a Bug is inside of the Tree of Life, which is kind of the weenie, right? And because of that, you would expect that. It's weird because Tough to Be a Bug wasn't really a show that was the ethos of the park, which is what Spaceship Earth is. I'm trying to think. I guess we lost Hollywood Studios' Great Movie Ride first, so that was probably the only time we've lost the ethos attraction for it's Mickey.
Sure, it is kind of interesting. It would be like putting Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor in Spaceship Earth. It's what we built this icon and then we just put this gag in it. It's not like
I mean,
sure.
To be fair, it's about bugs and how tough it is to be one.
And they're the most. We have the most of them.
We
of
do
any
have
animal.
most of them.
Of any animal.
I eat like 6 a night easily when I'm sleeping. So
What?
Oh, well, yeah.
What?
We all do.
Now speculate with me. What do you think that they will keep gags? Do you think we'll keep the seating?
We know they're keeping certain gags because they have said
which gags do we know that they're keeping? Can we comment on that from the scene?
I think it was smoking, like the smoke effect, the fog effect.
Techno mist. Okay, great. I'm so glad we're holding on to techno mist.
We're upgrading it to
the highest technological mist that you have ever seen.
Someone get Shrita Carter on the phone. Yeah. We need techno mist.
Do we know if there will be stinging backs and bugs on butts?
I think we're past the era of sexual assault. In parks,
but are we though? Because like it's one of the best gags I think in the park.
I hated the one in the back. I hated it. I was
nothing catches you more off guard than the first time you're on that thing.
A finger poking your back. It's something.
Well, some people are into that.
Is it the most terrifying ride Disney's ever made besides Alien Encounter?
Yeah, well, I mean, Alien Encounter's up there, but no, Dinosaur's up there too. This whole park in general. The River Rapids. Right. River Rapids is a terrifying ride when you think about, the future of global, the globe burning.
Deforestation.
Yeah, deforestation, terrifying. Kilimanjaro Safari, terrifying ride about animal safety and poachers. Not anymore, but it was.
Not anymore,
I'm just saying Animal Kingdom was the most terrifying park.
Animal Kingdom was not a zoo, but it was a real hard pill to swallow for a while there. I can't talk anymore.
Not a zoo, it's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. Racist? I don't know. You tell us.
Tell us. Let us know in the comments.
Hashtag is fun being racist.
Let us know in the comments. Let us know. It's okay that it's gone though. I don't care. It's fine. It's whatever. It's
I mean, it was a duplicate ride. I mean, I know this was the OG.
It won't matter. I'll get to experience more things as long as they don't supercharge it. As long as they don't Fast and the Furious supercharge what they did to Earthquake. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be
make
okay.
it really bad. I mean, Zootopia is fine. I think it's for some people it was sort of a we dodged a bullet and didn't get a Zootopia land, which I always thought would be fine.
But man, Zootopia is not. People need to go rewatch it because it does not have a good lesson. It's not a good. So what? The predators that are different than you. It's not that they don't want to eat you. It's that they have this uncontrollable urge and only they can tame it. And it's there inherently. They're savages. Those people that are different than you, no matter what, they're still going to they dream about killing you, but they have to control it. It's like, wait, what? We're not all the same, I guess. One of us are savages and the other of us are the pure, innocent little bunnies. The message there is
the cops. You mean the cops?
Well, but not just the
pure
cops.
Innocent cop.
Yeah, my pure innocent cop. Yeah, but the message of Zootopia,
her redneck family.
Yeah. The messaging, the messaging of Zootopia is not going to age great. Is all I'm going to say. It's just not going to age great.
I do love that in Zootopia Land. And by the way, I went to the TEA Inspire conference, which Dan was a part of too, because we talked about influencer culture, and Dan was kind enough to send in a clip. And it was really great. But one of the things is the people from Disney, the Imagineering, talked about Zootopia and the creation of Zootopia Land. And that's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous land. But I do love that the queue for the ride is as you go through the police station, and then you go through the lineup, and then you go to jail. It's a different country. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, the whole vibes are very different. How we view that would never fly here. It just would never, ever fly, fly. No.
So Zootopia
it's a little too close to home. Privatized jails. You know what I mean? Jails for profit.
I mean, we almost had a jail on Disney World property, if I remember correctly, not too long ago.
Cool.
So, thanks, Governor.
Happiest place on earth.
Happiest place on earth. The Zootopia, we don't really know anything about the Zootopia ride except they're going to reuse the animatronic Clawhauser from the queue,
which makes sense.
He's going to stand in the hopper position.
Yeah, and he's going to DJ it, and it's going to be fun. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait.
It's fine. I wanted an Ant-Man thing. but it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. Can we talk about the other major overhaul of a classic attraction coming to Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, man. This is a
Buzz
good one.
Lightyear's Space Ranger spin, and like certain influencers, important people, not me, but important people like Alicia Stella and Scott Gustin got to go to Imagineering. I've said terrible things about Imagineering, and I stand by them, but but they're not inviting me. Sorry,
Why, Dan?
Comedy is about subverting expectations. You don't expect someone to say that after. Anyway, but this looks great. I love it. New guns are going to have laser pointers. They're going to have color sensitive laser pointers, so you can tell where your laser is pointing versus your partner's. The laser guns are detachable. New laser targets that like light up and spin.
Here's
and have
Alicia's
fun effects.
video.
Look at that.
And it's really, really neat how boom, look at that. You can and it changes color depending on who hits it. Like,
as I said, Frontierland had to die. The Frontierland shooting gallery had to die so that Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters could thrive, because this is what we could have had. We could have had this.
Yeah. Oh, totally. 100%. I like the new dude though. I like that they're getting rid of that weird space that was, if I remember correctly, what was it in Delta Dreamflight? Like, the whole idea was that you were taking off or whatever, and this is like you take that corner and it's really weird. It's a weird corner, and it's always been weird.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, is that where this is going? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
So this is the trainer robot, which will allow people to give it a test, and work it through.
My hope is we get.
Sure, we can call them testes.
His name is I-Huithri. You can see it there on the bottom. Yeah, on the bottom there, it's I-Huithri.
I-Huithri. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking backwards. What I would say about him is that I think it'll bring a lot more to that space. My hope for the ride vehicles, which you can see in this picture, that there's entirely new ride vehicles coming, because they're putting like live stats on them, not digital, not like what I don't know what you call them, those
like
scoreboard
basketball
displays.
Yeah.
Pepsi, like a Pepsi sponsored high school scoreboard.
Wait, is it the same Omni Mover mechanism though that was Dreamflight? Like, is this thing like
has changed? Nothing has ever changed in that ride pattern wise since the opening of that ride.
Wow, what a war
if you
horse!
Have wings.
What a machine that is running there.
That track, they have. I mean, technically, this is like a super. How long has Buzz been there now? Like 30 years?
It's like insane. A 50-year-old ride, man.
It's so crazy. And finally it might be good for the first time ever. I think,
just out of curiosity, are you staying on location at Tough to Be a Bug the entire time?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far in the bit. But I might as well. I didn't come all the way to Florida.
Now,
for nothing.
What would be so funny about this tester robot, and the last thing I want to say about this is that, like, what if this is the Wicked Witch, from the Great Movie Ride? You know what I mean? Everyone's like, what happened? What happened to our favorite animatronic? This is what happened. Now you shoot it. Now you're shooting it in Buzz Lightyear, and its dead, soulless mech body is now plastic and purple.
Do you? I mean, if you're like me, I'm hoping that we will get some audio in these new ride vehicles that can kind of explain what the hell is going on. Because that ride is.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory, Nathan. What more do you need?
Yeah.
What more do you need?
What I think is funny is they're going through all this work of putting these new targets up, and they're not like changing the entire. I would just be like, all right, we're gonna gut everything and we're gonna put new stuff up, and it's like, no, we're gonna keep. It's still gonna look like a blacklit 1998.
Yeah, it's laser tag, man. Everyone loves laser tag. Everyone loves laser tag. No one likes to put on the sweaty vests. No. Because like, especially like if you're getting into a laser tag right after someone else just played, like their 60-minute round, and that you put that drenched laser vest on. No, thank you. I would much rather get on this, shoot my laser blaster, have a good time, get off, and not be drenched in someone else's sweat, just my own.
I like that it's taken them this long to get to use wired controllers. as if Men in Black Alien Attack hasn't been doing that for decades. Like, it's just so funny to me.
Well, and you've been to IAPA, and so have I. And so what's fun about that is that there are like 100 vendors for those wired blasters. You know, and it's like the most common thing that like every theme park could do. You know, like your mom and pop, you know, theme park out in the woods could invest in corded laser guns for any of their attractions. It's fun. It's fun.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to talk ill of the fact that I'm glad they're doing this. I'm glad they've decided that they're going to update it. Because it's never been worth, at least not since the novelty wore off, it's never been worth waiting in that long line, because it's a long line every time.
Yeah, but kids are into it, man. Kids are into the competition.
Kids love it, and I think that this will serve that purpose. It's a little bit like, I don't know. It's a little bit like lipstick on a pig, in my opinion. Like, it's okay, all right, but you know, Disney is too busy doing other rad stuff, right? That's why they're so busy. There's certainly not like another park coming next door that's like, what can we like plus up for no money?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, speaking of the park next door, a couple of our friends have gotten people in trouble. A couple of people that we know, because it's been family member access now for Epic previews. Epic is open. We have Epic coming soon. May the 4th be with you. May 25th, something like that. May 22nd.
May the 25th be with you.
You may the 25th be with
How
you,
to Train
Epic.
Your 24th.
Yeah. Is that the joke? How to Train Your 24th? That works for me.
It works for me.
It would stick with me. If they use that as a campaign, I would remember it.
Should we tell the audience our little secret about when Epic officially opens in June? I think we're gonna do it?
Let's talk about that really quick, since we're talking about Epic, and then we'll circle back around to influencers and how they ruin everything.
Yeah.
Which for June, following Epic's opening, we're going to have an Epic month here on the podcast, bringing in guests for each individual land to break down everything that you can find inside of it. I'm making my own Disney Dan episode that's going to come out in April, called A Disney Adult Explains Epic Universe, where I'll give you as many Disney references to explain the new things coming at Epic. But then we're going to bring in the experts who actually been to the lands, and hopefully by the time I record most of them, I will have also visited Epic in some capacity. And we're going to just break down all the lands and really just talk about each one individually. And I think that we have, what are we going to do here? I think we have Alicia's going to come and break down Celestial Park for us.
We got to record them, but the hope is Alicia.
Yeah, the hope is. Well, no, I'm just going to lock it in. I'm just going to call these people out. And then when it doesn't happen, you can hound them. I've talked to all of these people. They have all confirmed.
That's
and so
true.
if they don't appear in the podcast, it's them. It's them that have done it, not I.
Yeah, this is not manifestation.
You email them. I've already manifested and secured. So don't even begin to start with me. I'm going to get Sam from Expedition Theme Park to come on and talk Dark Universe. Peter and Kitra are going to come on and talk How to Train Your Dragon. We're going to have Chris from Tokyo Disney Explorer come on for Nintendo Land. And Harry Potter, we have J.K. Rowling coming. It's crazy. I can't believe we got her. But we got
We just had to make one charitable donation.
Yeah.
It was really easy.
Yeah, to the magic of turfs. But it's okay. They give sick turf kids a vacation of a lifetime. It's a worthy cause.
Really nice.
So we have some big plans for Epic. But I wanted to, speaking of all these influencers,
yes,
Epic had a family preview, and they said, "Hey, it's for your family. Only bring your family."
La familia.
And what happened? A good old influencers started sneaking in, ruining it for everybody. And actually, I don't know, really ruining it for who, like what? It doesn't, like nothing changed. Nothing's different.
No.
Just, there's been some comments, I guess, in passing, but it's still funny to me.
Web drama.
It's still funny to me that we're doing this, guys. I don't know. I don't know anybody from Epic. No one invited me, so like, I am not part of the problem. I would have been part of the problem. I would have happily been part of the problem. Yeah, happily. Bring me. Bring me family style, like Fast and the Furious. People don't realize chosen family is a thing in the artist community.
Let us discuss this, because I think it's very cruel of Universal to look Vin Diesel and his family Dom Toretto and his family in the eyes
Mm-hmm.
and say, "You are not a family."
Right.
Like,
right. How could you would never do that. You would never do that. You ride or die with your family.
You ride or die.
You know what I mean? If you've shared Coronas in a driveway with someone,
yeah,
with or without a lime, it doesn't matter. You're family now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, every time I rob a bank, I'm like, family.
Right. Or you end up stopping an international cartel 8 or 9 movies later. You know, how you escalate. How it escalates from just a very simple, and by the way, go and check out my podcast with Rob called Fast and the Furious is Art, aka Fart, the initials. And it's a great, we've watched all the movies. We haven't done the 9th. We need to do the 9th. We need to do the most recent movie. We haven't done a watch of the most recent movie, but Rob, I have never watched them all, and Rob sat me down and made me watch all of them. And I'm glad
you're keeping up with the trends, and you're really getting it in on the wire here.
They ended the last Fast and the Furious movie. Listen, if you're a fan of these movies, they ended the last Fast and the Furious movie, which came out 2 years ago now, with a 5-year-old child and a cliffhanger. What is going to happen? They haven't filmed part 2 yet. They haven't filmed. This kid is going to be in college, and they're going to be filming part 2.
They got to work out how much people can look like big boys and how many punches everyone can get equally. Because if we don't figure that out, it's a problem.
Oh my gosh, it's just wild. It would just be like filming a cliffhanger with Betty White at her 91st birthday. All right, just things aren't looking good for continuity here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I guess the Matrix did it right. The Oracle, she got recast.
If you want to give it to one series, it is the series that resurrected Paul Walker. So
yeah, that's true.
We can bring back anybody.
We brought him back, baby. We'll CGI that kid's face onto another kid, that kid's brother. We'll figure it out. We'll get it.
Anyway, yeah, influencers got in. I don't have any problem with this, but people are upset. Like, it's only for family. And it's like, who cares? Like, give me a break. You would go. Stupid. That's all I have to say on that.
Right.
But we just wanted some drama. We like a little tea.
A little bit of drama here and there.
Speaking of drama.
Yeah, listen, I have nothing but respect for all of you fine people at the Walt Disney Animation Company. But you announcing that you're no longer doing a thing you were forced to do because of a global pandemic as like an announcement of a thing you're not doing anymore feels strange. Like, I didn't want you to be making long-form direct-to-DVD content in the first place. Like, why are you... hey, everybody, this thing we had to do because there was a pandemic. There was a global emergency. We're not doing it anymore. And we're making the announcement with very specific energy. It just felt...
Dan might be burying the lead a little here. So, Walt Disney Animation says they're no longer producing long-form content for Disney+. But it's not just movies. It includes like TV shows. So the Tiana show got the boot because of that as well. You know what? I'm shocked that making people pay $20 a month when that used to be what we would pay to see one movie in theaters, and we'd probably go like 3 times. Now we're like, we're Disney. We're not making any money. Who'd have thunk? That spending millions of dollars so someone can pay you almost nothing basically for that content was a wise move.
Yeah. I don't know. This just felt stupid. Disney Animation didn't make the Timon and Pumbaa cartoon for Disney Plus for the Disney Channel. You know what I mean?
Like Toon Disney, right?
I don't need you guys doing any of this in the first place. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go back to making movies, please. My God, please, we need something.
Yeah. Making some money. Because it's not going to be Snow White. We'll talk about that later. So those are the biggie stories, but we're going to hit some other stuff. Disney has decided that they are no longer, over at California Adventure, they are no longer doing basically all Avengers stuff. The stunt show is ending. When I was there a couple weeks ago, Spider-Man kind of shows up and waves and then goes behind and gets yeeted across the way and then comes out because we're no longer flipping and going down walls. There's no more 2 Spider-Men. And then let's see, the Wakandan Guard. I can't remember their name. They're no longer there. I think pretty much. There's some like meet and greets, but it's getting pretty sparse. No more Doctor
It's a
Strange
transition
show.
era for an already bizarre little alley of a theme park land. But
Yeah,
Disney California Adventure. That whole corner is going to transition, and it feels like budget cuts galore because stuff is going to start happening. This felt like it felt like a nothing story to me. Great, they got rid of the stunt show. I guess that was the only thing that made it kind of feel alive, but they're about to make big changes to it, and I get it. I get it.
Yeah, that's true, but I think there has been a constant trend since the pandemic of like, nah, not people. We don't want you. We don't want to pay a union. Forget about it.
Well, it's been a hot mess ever since. Yeah, we've been firing people left and right,
left and right. So that was my first time at DCA. My last trip. I had never been because honestly, there was no reason to go till about 10 years ago or whenever Cars Land opened.
Yeah, you get on that Cars ride?
I did get on that Cars. The first thing I did, I rope dropped that Cars ride. I was there from rope drop to midnight.
Great ride.
I hopped. Yeah, it was really good. You're not kidding though. Boy, Marvel Land, real small, huh?
Like, yeah, very small land.
A very, very small land. Shockingly small. And hey, second best Spider-Man ride I've ever ridden. So
yeah,
there you go.
It's got that going for it.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Speaking of second best option, when you go to Epcot and you decide to go over to the Canada Pavilion instead of Mexico first, you will find yourself potentially at a new DVC lounge. This is great. It feels like we're morning news hosts. You know what I mean? Just shooting it back and forth. You know, with our stack of papers.
We're very professional.
My stack of newspapers. Oh, I didn't realize that they're newspapers. That's interesting. So DVC for all 6 of you that own DVC. It's a big business.
It's really big.
It's a huge business. And so now you have a new place to hide out and get freestyle and small bags of goldfish and pretzels. Rolled gold pretzels. So I'm so happy for you guys. Do you have anything else to say about it, Nathan?
Here's what I don't get. It's in the same park as one that they already have. Unless they're doing something soon with Imagination Pavilion that we don't know, and they're going to get rid of the DVC lounge there.
That's great speculation. Let's put that out there in the ether. Bob Iger called the people and been like, hey, I just remember we had Figment tear it down. Yeah. After that call where they're like, "Oh, Bob, are we talking about that on this news?
No, we're
Do
not.
we have that?"
But
great,
because we don't have much to say about it. But
yeah.
You're right.
Someone asked Bob, the Lame Duck CEO, on his way out. By the way, Lame Duck re-elected CEO. He's really on his way out. He's spending most of his time on his White Lotus yacht. You're all watching it.
That man's reheated
it's that kind
food.
of a yacht he's on all the time.
He's wearing a Duke University shirt.
Right.
He's busy.
And someone mentioned Figment to him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot we got to tear that thing down." But so that's a good. Let's put that out in the ether. Let's put that out in the ether.
He did say that they're going to make short form Figment content.
Oh, you mean the kind of short form content that they're no longer producing at Walt Disney Animation?
No, they're allowed to make short form. We're going to get 2 5-minute Figment things, and they're going to be like, "Enjoy your wafers, children."
Yeah, and they're going to put that into the Disney animation show at the theater and be like, hey guys, that's
20 years.
For the next 20 years, the upgrade we have for the Imagination Pavilion is a 5-minute short. I approved on my way out. God bless. This is Iger. Mic drop.
His way out being like, he's just going to be like a skeleton. Like he's never going to actually leave.
An incredibly wealthy skeleton. New Spaceship Earth lounge named, reserved for adults only at Epcot. So 2 lounges coming to Epcot, one for the wealthy and one for the aged, and nothing for the children. Nothing for the children.
Won't someone think of the children,
Someone
Dan?
think of the wealthy children. Someone think of them.
Dan, I want to show you this logo and name for this new Spaceship Earth.
I don't even know what it is. What is it?
You've not seen it?
I've seen it, but I forgot already because I'm like a goldfish.
I think it's Cyberdyne Systems, but I can't tell because it basically looks the same.
Oh my gosh, interesting.
Geo
82. Man, Disney loves putting numbers, and they've just given up. They've just given up.
Like, look, I'm not even going to say this is an Imagineering problem. This is a name and probably a logo commissioned and bought by the same people that did that god-awful Haunted Mansion gift shop. Which oofta doofta. Once you get to Dan, you've been to see in IRL, right? That gift shop?
The Haunted Mansion Disneyland gift shop?
Yeah.
No.
Oofta doofta. Oofta.
I heard it's rough.
Oh boy. But anyway, those people probably made these decisions. No one is better at being uncool than Disney. Like, this is so uncool.
Who if I catch anyone wearing a shirt that has this on it,
I will beat you.
I will hit
you.
I think I have to bully you. I don't know. I won't be able to not bully you.
If you make a custom lapel
come out of me uncontrollably
of this logo.
Yeah. If I see you wearing cufflinks that have this on them
in Disney, I'll be like, is this 1983?
You're dead to me. You're dead to me. I'm going to have you institutionalized. And also what bothers me the most about this logo, if I I doth protest, is that the third piece of the geodesic G is not a piece you would find on Spaceship Earth.
No.
The other two pieces are in fact pieces you would find on Spaceship Earth, but the third thing is the kite from Mary Poppins. And that's where it ended up. Point. They announced the Mary Poppins attraction at Epcot. It turned into a lounge logo.
I'm just so excited this is adults only, and we are
it's Epcot's first strip club. It's amazing. We finally have it.
Look, Dan, as many cast members know in real life, sex work is real work because sometimes you got to pay them bills. And,
absolutely. Well, as an artist, you know that you are, in fact, selling yourself in some way or shape or form as an artist. It's just inevitable. Yeah.
I'm very excited to go here and just like hang out with Dave Portnoy because this is a douchebag lounge if I've ever seen one. So,
it might be nice. I don't know how I'm ever going to get into it. It's always going to be full of drunks.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's just
it's always going to be packed with bridal showers and college grads and drinkers around the world. If they would have called that place, they should have called that place Drink Around the World. That would have sold. It's like the first stop on Drink Around the World. We got to go to Drink Around the World.
We got to go to Drink Around the World.
It's the name of the thing we're doing, guys.
We're all
masking our alcoholism at a theme park. Let's have fun. Let's kick it off.
Instead, we have Geo 82 by Dior.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing Screech would think up at Saved by the Bell. So, speaking of Screech, over at Epic Universe, there be dragons. Because dragons screech, Nathan. That was a good transition.
Oh, speaking of Screech, there'll be dragons. I guess they don't roar.
Huh. Some of them do, but some screech. Some screech.
Well, they screech when they don't got no teeth.
Yeah, right. There you go. Toothless is here. They've got Toothless. Yeah. He's attached. This is cool. He's attached to the theater that is showing the Untrainable Dragon. Just did a whole video about this. And what's kind of clever about this space, and you don't even realize it's there, but that's a garage door right there next to it. And that can open up. And if you look at a lot of BioReconstruct's photos, that's like a big door that opens up so they can pull this thing out. But what's crazy about this Toothless dragon puppet is that it is like in a pavilion, not behind a wall, not around the corner, not behind some bushes. Like Toothless is out and in charge there all the time from open to close in the park. That is insane to me operationally to have this fully operational, heavily detailed, wildly popular puppet. People are going to be lined up to see this thing and get its picture. It's very, very cool, but it's not just Toothless.
Yeah, no, we have other ones because sometimes you can't get into the line for Toothless because it's too long. So you go see
Astrid, who, God bless this woman, Astrid and Stormfly. I think she's always doing this duck face every time I see her. It's like her. She was trained.
She got the DreamWorks face.
Yeah, she has it's uncanny. Please, this woman, I know she's not being paid enough. Please pay her more. Give her a bonus. Make sure she gets featured. I guess she's media approved, so I guess she maybe has a bump because she's in all of the things. But like this Astrid is eating. She's walking around the park eating all of your turkey legs, aka dragon legs,
like Pac-Man.
Any other dragon photos?
There'd be one more dragon, and that'd be Drone Dragon.
Yeah. This idiot also has a name. I can't remember.
We'll call him Garth. Garth. Yeah, why not? That's in the Universal Products line, I believe.
Hook Fang. I just did a video on it. It's in the title of the file that I downloaded. Well, from Wesh. Shout out to Wesh. WEHS.
Oh yeah,
Action News.
Action News.
Our partners on the scene.
As you know, to the right here actually is my friend Wesh from
They're
Wesh,
reporting.
So.
Your friend from Wesh is reporting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we basically do the same job.
It's wild that there's no one at the park, by the way, since you're there at Animal Kingdom. Not a single soul has walked behind you.
Well, as I said, there's a lot. They just did the Orkin stuff, so there's a lot. They didn't really.
Orkin's there, so it's all closed off.
You would sort of expect that they would.
So you're saying people are walking in front of you that I can't see?
Yeah.
But no one's behind you because it's closed off.
Fumes. There's too many fumes.
It's fumigating. I didn't even ask. Do you think they're going to carve Zootopia characters into the tree?
Sweet God in heaven.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. That sloth is definitely getting carved into the tree. But dragons, real guys. And what's wild is that like these wings are like spring loaded so that they have like this kind of ancillary motion as the drone flies that they flap. They just naturally flap.
Cool.
It's wild.
I mean,
and what's so crazy for a while, I bet. For a while. Yeah, absolutely. It almost feels like a big middle finger to Disney in a way because of Disney's like constant use of gimmicks like this that are only for one-off events.
Like a literal dragon, which they did in the past. Yeah.
And this is in the byline of the land description, like in Epic's pitch, is that dragons are in the sky. And the way that the land is laid out, and you'll hear about this more in my Epic universe. And also if you'd watch my Toothless episode, it's a very living character land, like a living, breathing character land. And so they need all of these dragon gags all the time because that's the gig. That's the whole gag of the land. You know what I mean? Imagine if they built Pandora and they're like, the rocks don't float anymore. We decided against that. It's like, no, you need the floating rocks. They're going to need the flying dragons.
More like How to Train Your Gaggans. Am I right?
Gaggans? Oh, nice. I get it. And also, they don't have to worry about Disney. Disney can't do it because of their no-fly zone nonsense.
Yeah.
So like Disney shot them their own self in their foot, but Universal's like free game, so.
Well, they are in the middle of like downtown. I know this is I'm still trying to get my brain around where exactly this is, like Epic Universe in accordance.
It's right by the convention center.
Right. It's still downtown. And so it's weird.
Well,
it's weird that they have any
downtown. Downtown is down. No,
right.
It's outside of Orlando. It's not in Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah. No. It's not in Manhattan. Yeah. It's in North Jersey.
Sure. I know what you mean. This is cool. I hope they do it a long time, and we'll see. Operationally. Sun is going to be, I guess I don't know how long these are going to be out, but like the sun is going to be murder on this poor drone. So I hope it works out. I think they won't keep it out forever. Yeah, it'll be fun. We have more
new dinosaurs.
I like spaced, and I
speaking of things that Disney has entirely abandoned that little boys love. Universal also has dinosaurs, dragons and dinosaurs. It's so weird, and maybe that's a video I need to do. Why is Disney abandoning little boys?
Dinosaurs? Abandoning little boys.
Yeah, why are they abandoning little boys? They have like doubled down on like no dragons, no dinos. I mean, no wizards, no Mario, it's like no Minions. They don't even have Spider-Man.
They don't got nothing. It's almost, if anyone has seen Adolescence, I kind of blame Disney.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. Yeah. That's a reference if people know it. I'm staying hip.
These things are wild. These things are wild.
This is Universal Studios Japan, by the way.
And comparing this to what they're doing at Dino Land, at Dragonland, Isle of Burke, it feels very on point. Like, this is very cool. And they've been doing this for a hot minute, actually. Their parades have been very intense when it comes to dinosaurs over in Japan. I don't know what it is about the Japanese and dinosaurs, but they love them, man. They love them. And they're going hard over there.
They're putting their whole dussy out when it comes to these dinosaurs.
This is like the Spider-Man meme. It's like, hey, wait a minute.
It is. Yeah,
I know you. Which one's the real? Which one's the real raptor? And by the way, where's Chris Pratt to tame him?
This is a Japanese standoff. Can't be a Mexican one. So it's a Japanese standoff.
I don't know. The raptor bones might have come from a dig site in Mexico, so it might
very smart
circle back around to Mexican standoff.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments, paleontologists. Let us know in the comments.
For those who are listening, there are raptors that are full costume characters that are moving about by themselves. There is no hiding behind a bush.
And they've also solved the problem of like legs out, like guns out, suns out. These raptors don't have visible actor legs; they're hidden. A lot of previous raptors, including Stormfly from How to Train Your Dragon Land, has visible like hot guy calves, and thighs and tights. Robin Hood Men in Tights, one of my favorite movies ever. But none of this here. In fact, for those listening at home, like I described, it is literally the Spider-Man meme with raptors. I don't know how else to describe the photo. There's a Triceratops too, right?
Oh yeah, there's a huge Triceratops that is also this somehow. They have these like clearly they have these like pads underneath their feet, which are somehow connected to keep it more stable, I think, for the performers.
Well, there's two dudes in there. I mean, they do it over in Harry Potter.
Maybe 5. We don't know.
They do it over in Harry Potter Land with the hippogriff. So, I mean, this is not actually pretty commonplace for Universal Japan. Yeah, over there. Yeah, having a two-person, four-legged character is pretty popular.
Yeah, they have a Stegosaurus as well, who's walking around doing its thing, which is really, really cool. And then, of course, we're doing some classic Figment puppetry with a baby. I think it's like an Allosaurus, maybe. I don't know my dinosaurs very
those
well.
Things have been around. They were in the parade.
Yeah, they've been around for a while. But here's what I think is interesting about all of this. Especially this small guy, the smaller ones especially this baby Triceratops. This smells of kids, like Universal Kids Park, Camp Cretaceous area. So much.
Absolutely.
So
this
much.
Is a very easy portable gag. You know what I mean? And it's essentially a dinosaur baby Grogu. That woman is the Mandalorian, and she's transporting the baby to in its carriage, in its mobile carriage. It's high-tech, futuristic mobile carriage. It's wild. I can't believe they remade The Mandalorian in Universal Studios Jurassic Park Japan.
They spared no expense.
No expense.
Speaking of things that no expense were spared, and boy, that probably was a bad idea. Snow White has come out in theaters. Dan, did you see Snow White?
I have not seen it. I have my girls this weekend, and we're going to go see it this weekend. So I'm all right.
So we'll see.
I've heard very wonderful things about it. It's a bit of a flop, but so are most remakes of movies that have already kind of like lost their appeal.
That are 1,000 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Disney, I know, is trying to resurge its relevance, and it will do exceptionally well on streaming. People have no idea how well this will do on streaming, and it's the kind of thing
from a financial perspective. That doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter because it's a write-off. It's a flop. It's fine. We love it. We love it when things fail, so we can write off more of our theme park cash. Like, I mean, that's not a problem. Disney doesn't care, and it will do great on streaming. It will find its little niche audience, and then it will always be there for its syndication, for its new channels where they stream live-action movies all the time. It's fine, guys. Everyone just relax about these movies. Everyone needs to stop.
You can watch Snow White and then watch The Bear all on one platform now.
One gorgeous, beautiful platform.
One gorgeous Hulu Disney platform.
It's actually funny with Snow White because I just did a video about the forgotten Snow White musical that was in New York. And a lot of people were commenting and made me aware of something after the fact that I had no idea about. But this live action adaptation from 1979 at Radio City Music Hall was the only publicly available and distributed VHS of the Snow White story from Disney in the 80s, because Snow White was vaulted and you couldn't watch Snow White until like the early 90s when they re-released it. So a whole generation of kids in like the 80s and 70s, their primary Snow White version is this live action Radio City Music Hall, you know, like Barney Live-esque production. And that's the Snow White that they grew up with, and they didn't get to watch the cartoon Snow White. It's absolutely bananas to me. And this new Snow White movie actually takes a lot of the beats from the live action adaptation. There's lots of that, particularly like with the Evil Queen and her being from like a mystic, like Asian land that like, you know, like gives her like, you know, some kind of magic power. It's like
ancient Chinese secret.
Yeah. And Dopey talks, which it's all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that happened in the movie. Here's what I would say. Here's all I care. Look, I don't care about this movie. But I would say that I like the variety has been trying to like throw absolute shade at Ziegler, and blame her for the quote unquote failure of the movie.
Absolutely blameless.
Oh, she has nothing to do with any of this. In fact, from what I've been told, she's the best part of the whole dang thing.
Absolutely. You guys are hyped to hear Gal Gadot sing. You know, no one was waiting for that, Gadot. That's one for all you theater majors.
Oh, you've made the Beckett and all of us so happy.
That's you and I. We are waiting for Godot.
We are waiting for Godot.
And he'll never arrive.
No.
Being a theme park fan is like being a cast member of Waiting for Godot. It's just never going to come around for you guys. It's never going to happen. Joy is a mystery.
Maybe, you know, Dan, next time we do some sort of charity marathon, you and I will just read Waiting for Godot.
Yeah, that's great. Let us know in the comments.
3 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
We'll get Dallin to be the man on the leash and do that monologue.
Oh God. So yeah, no, it's everyone's like throwing fists about why this movie didn't do well. And I think it's because the whole industry is not doing well. So
undeniable.
Whatever.
Speaking of scandalous women, over at Epcot, did you have a good transition? Did you have a good one?
No, not really.
We can dial a Destiny back and
No, I had no good one. I had no good one.
Okay. Speaking of scandalous women, have these nude women always been there, or did someone add them?
Someone added them. So
as like a gag, like did a YouTube prankster put boobies in Epcot? Like,
so this might be a content warning. I don't think it is. But
you're about to show a toy boob from a public garden. It's fine.
So
I think
the miniature train area, of course, by Germany. At Epcot has always been interesting. I love that little area. They always put up little signs for the festival that's currently going on. And it's always fun if you notice there's always like sometimes a guy. I think there's like one guy who really takes care of the trains, and you'll see him like pop in now and then, and you're like, oh, I'll take care of the trains guy. But someone threw some nudie little ladies who are much smaller than the actual. These must be microscopic. Like these are the tiniest little nudie ladies.
Yeah, especially compared to that young child holding a teddy bear and what looks like either a feminine hygiene pad, or why is she surrendering to the English? I guess it's Germany.
Germany.
Is she surrendering at the end of the war? I'm not exactly sure what this young child's doing. I'm suspicious of her. I'll tell you that much. She's standing on a roof.
I was only following orders.
Me and Teddy have nothing to do with this.
We have nothing to do with it. These naked ladies are all like cabaret or cabaret. So here's another picture of the naked lattice. So we just got these very tush-defined little figures that got put into Epcot, and I love that.
Are they still there? Did they get removed?
No, God, no. There's no way. There's no way they're still there.
We'll put them back. We'll add more.
It's more. I want this to be. I want this to be Germany. I want this to be Berlin the day we won. I just want a bunker.
I was thinking more along the lines of just hide small naked women all over the park. Epcot is the adult park. Kids aren't paying attention. Kids are completely zoned out walking through Germany Pavilion. They're not noticing any nude women. They want to know when the next time they get a Mickey bar is. Trust me, I've been there.
Yeah, I say no DuckTales experience now. I think I should be able to do something on my phone and get to see some tits. That's what I think I should get to do. Open that clock and show me some tits. That's what I think should happen. As I'm four tipsy ducks in love deep at good old Epcot at 90 degrees. What a terrible place to get a hangover.
Whoa. Well, speaking of 4 deep, we got 4 hot hours of monorail ambience.
That's exactly how Disney promoted it. They're like hot, deep ambience.
What I want to know is how much did filming this affect wait times that day?
I thought the same thing. Because the doors open and they close. This must have been at it must have been at the crack of dawn. I don't know when they would have done this.
Well, the sun's up. Sun's out, guns out, it's not like they filmed this the park was the park's always operating. So
I don't know, but I will be honest. Make this? I didn't watch the whole 4 hours, so it could be a loop, right? It could be only one. I don't know.
One go around and then they loop it around. Okay,
possibly.
Someone's got to do the hard work. Neither of us are.
Watch all 4,
but please watch all 4. What other ambience do you want? What
other ambience do you want? 4. So I've made a little bit of ambience.
I've made these, and I'm about to start making them again. I partnered up with an audio producer. Who works on TV shows, who has bored. And he's like, let's make some stuff. And I was like, let's do it. So I think we're going to call it Theme Park Sound Hole, because that is, it's for your theme park sound hole.
It's for your
fill your theme park sound hole with our magic is going to be fill your hole is going to be our
fill your holes with our magic is
with our sounds.
That's actually the new tagline for Epcot.
Yeah, just fill that hole in your heart, in your soul, that emptiness you have. Someone watch all 4 hours, report back if it's a loop or not.
Do you want something specifically? If I'm talking like Disney,
I have a vision for one of these. I have a vision for one of these. You ready?
I'm ready.
Yellow shoes. All right. Here's what I want you to do, and I want to do this, so give me permission to do it, but I'm going to need some time. Because this is a crazy idea. What I want to do is I would like to have you find one fixed location that's nice and engaging at each of the parks. Maybe it's a shot of the movie theater at Hollywood Studios. It's a shot of the castle from the hub, or maybe it's a shot up Main Street. And then you get 1 hour from that location across either the entire year, because the themes can change, or across, you just film the entire day, or do it over a week. But I want it to be raining. I want it to be cloudy. I want it to be sun up to sundown. Yeah. Like a full day, like security camera view, of the park. It would do banana. This is all copyrighted, Yellow Shoes. So if you do this, you got to call me and you got to pay me. Gangbuster content for me. I would love to do it.
And you had the resources, like a normal webcam, like a Panda Cam.
No. I would set up a nice camera, or at least a GoPro, like a 4K GoPro. I would find a reliable spot that I could lock it into, like a railing or something that I know that was always going to be there. Had nothing to do with Muppets, so that I knew it would be there when I came back. And I just want to document an hour. Mm-hmm. Or a few hours at a time, and then piece together like an 18, what's the longest the park is open? I want to with an app with magic hours and an after party, to really have a full park day captured. I think people go bananas for that. People would tune in all of the time.
I think there's a massively missed opportunity in general. This isn't really ambient, but Disney Plus should just have several every night you get to watch the fireworks, and not like a video version. You
can just tune in live. Yep.
It's just we know they've done it before. They do it for New Year's every year.
Yeah.
And I don't.
You're so right. That'd be amazing to tune into the parks night times. But would that? That old media says that people wouldn't come into the parks then. They'd just watch it from home.
That's nonsense.
Well, that's old. That's how old media would respond to that.
Yeah, well,
That's how old media would respond to that.
Clearly. That's why the best they could do is 4 hours on the monorail. And not even like a good shot, just like a vibe shot. It's just the doors open and close. So, but it's cool. I mean, I'm not like against this. I just think do more. This is the kind of stuff we love. My favorite thing they ever did was, there was I think it was during Festival of the Arts. They had an artist painting in the morning of like, I think they were painting Spaceship Earth once and Animal Kingdom once.
I love when they do that. They should have that happening all the time. There's no difference between that and like the people making the apples in like the confectionery. Like having skilled artists. Although, have you seen lately the custodians doing like wood, like stick sculptures?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If you guys see those, if you see skill, I should do a whole video on just skilled Disney artists. Like, I mean, that is, it always blows my mind. The custodians who paint with water, you know, they make sculptures with leaves and it's way cooler than the topiaries that are just cement. You know, like it's like
totally.
See the cool thing a janitor made or see cement.
Yeah, give me an Erebus Brothers cam. I want a shot of that guy making stuff all day. Just like
yeah.
Oh, here's another thing they're never gonna sell.
Right.
I want to watch that.
They sell stuff, dude. They sell stuff.
They do. I'm kind of joking, but they do.
If you scroll enough on TikTok, you find the people that buy it. I found this woman. She like ran in. She's like, "Oh my god, they got a Goofy something and a Mickey," and they got there, and the Mickey was sold, and she was devastated. It's like, woman, what? It was like a thimble or something. Like, I mean, people
baby girl, they'll make it for you. Calm down.
Yeah,
it's fine. They're happy to.
They go crazy.
Clearly they make a lot of money because everyone's rich aunt needs a tchotchke. So
explain to me this next segment. What is going what is this?
All right. So everyone knows or should know of the monkey paw. Do you know of the monkey paw, Dan?
Yeah. It's so it's the cursed make a wish and it'll get you. Like don't worry, it'll get you. You can wish for something great.
You get what you want, but it comes at a cost, right? And so I think we're going to try to do this. This might be a one-off. We'll see, depending on the news.
And this is also a good point for us to say that if you enjoyed this segment,
please let us know.
And also if you enjoy me cold reacting to insane things like TikTok clips and such, please email Nathan.
Yes.
In the description, we'll have the email. What is the email?
Producer@DisneyDan.com.
Producer at thedisneydan.com. Email him.
Or there's a fun one as well. I don't know.
We'll have the email in the description. Please send us
all of them.
Send us these terrible things. All right, lay it on me. What is the monkey paw situation you're about to devastate my brain with?
So the monkey paw of the month. You get to go to Disney World.
Great. I love where this is going.
But you have to go. First of all, you have to have bought a Feastable candy, and you must go with the Costco guys. Recently,
is this something that's happening?
Yeah,
this is happening.
So what happened is being the Costco guys, boom. They
boom, baby.
Boom. Boom Buggy is still the funniest thing we've ever said on this show.
Boom Buggy makes me laugh every time I think about it.
Every time. But anyway, they did a video where they were in a Target, I think, or a Walmart. I don't remember. And they said the next person that buys a Feastable, a Mr. Beast Feastable candy, they will take to Walt Disney World. So if you know these guys, the Costco guys like live in Florida, right? Like they're, I think. So apparently they just sort of, someone first of all made the mistake of buying a Feastable candy, and then
my kids love
they got caught eating a Feastable candy by the Costco guys, and then they had to go to Disney with the Costco guys. Look, I'm not trying to be mean to the Costco guys, but I just don't think this would be the way I would want to go to Disney World.
Is the Rizzler there?
No Rizzler, just the Costco guys.
No game for me. If with no Rizzler, no game. I'm not. If the Rizzler was there, man, I would be there in an instant. I would be there with that little Godfather walking around the park, getting his hot takes on things. You know what I mean? What's this?
show up
What's this?
in
I've
his
never
Wakanda-
seen one of these. That's a
show up in
balloon,
his-
buddy.
Yeah, he'd show up in his Wakanda outfit.
Yeah,
his
oh, Black Panther.
outfit.
Yeah, the
Right.
Black Panther. Yeah.
Black Panther. Yeah.
And the Black Panther.
Yeah.
These guys are fine. And you know what?
They're
This would be
fine.
fine because they would get all the attention. And
Yeah.
then I could
that's a good point.
also probably a VIP tour, another thing to think about. Because look, there's like 10 of
Possibly.
them there. So definitely a
Yeah.
VIP tour going on.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
all in all,
But
if they're
Dan-
gonna if the monkey paw gets me with the Costco guys, I made out. All right.
Dan-
the monkey paw lost and I won.
I don't know, because every time you get out of a ride, it's gonna be
Boomer Doom. I'm fine with
Boom or
that.
Doom. You're gonna Boom or Doom every ride.
If I could get AJ to say boom buggies, that would be incredible. Are you kidding me? And also, Nathan, you're asking this. Maybe listeners at home would think differently. Maybe you, a collegiate professor, going to the teak, but you're asking a YouTube clown if you would like to go hang out with two specimens. The absolute answer to that question is yes. I would nothing.
You'd be
monkey
like,
paw,
Sensei,
me.
Sensei, show me your ways.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Look, no offense to these guys. I just thought it was really funny that someone got caught.
This needs to
eating a
happen
Feastable.
more. Monkey paw me more
It's
often
like to catch
because
a predator, except you eat a candy and you get caught and have to go to Disney World. It's like reverse to catch a predator. It's like anytime this Mr. Beast does this weird, it's such maniacal nonsense.
punishment. You've been punished.
Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, that's our monkey paw of the month. Let us know if you would go to Disney World with the Costco guys. I assume they paid for it. So
People would definitely go. Please leave comments. Let us know.
please leave comments.
Because Nathan thinks I'm crazy, but I
don't think
he's
you're
crazy.
I think
he's
I would
crazy.
probably do it too for the
gotta
story.
do it for the story. I would make out with
don't
Betty
know. I
White
don't-
in an instant just to tell people I did it. You know what I mean? So like, it's the kind of thing you just got to think
corpse?
about. Well, not her course, but when she was living, she was my celebrity hall pass, and no
Are
one
you-
ever understood it. You know,
Oh,
and everyone's
that's
like, whose
nice.
celebrities you think is the hottest? And it's always Betty White. Could you
Hmm.
imagine hooking up with Betty with the stories you'd have? You know,
I mean,
the
that's
tales
some
you
good
could
pillow
tell.
talk. That's some good pillow talk for sure. I have no idea what the clips are going to be for this week when it comes to social media because we're just like we're like all over the place.
Speaking of monkey paw, so you got a new podcast, but you have to continue to do the same bits from your old podcast.
So, for those who don't know, I did a podcast called Rat Castle, which went for 3 years. We
It
for a
went
long,
well.
long time.
Had a nice long run.
You were on there, and one of the segments that we did was Beware Our Guest, and we're going to continue it over here because guests are always acting a fool. And
This is going to be great for hitting people. In addition to how like we like to show TikToks, like fun TikToks.
Yeah.
Like the third story here is going to be a great thing to get hot takes on from some of our guests because this is the third time it's happened, but it just happened again
We'll get
today. I heard just happened again today. But let's start with the first. Let's start with the first. Beware our guest. Lay it on me. What's the deals?
So a man,
You can get the whole podcast demonetized.
I will always say their names.
You gotta say another word for the B word though. So
I
that-
will.
I don't know what it's gonna be.
That's the one. Okay.
Lettuce.
All right. We'll
say
see.
lettuce or something. People
So
get it.
Adam Murphy went to Disney World.
This guy's name was Adam. He's acting like
Adam
this.
Murphy. I mean,
Nice.
Have you
Florida
Have
man.
you ever met a nice Adam?
I bet he's best friends with Ed.
Shout out Adams. Well, yeah. So anyway, basically, this was November 23rd. We find about this stuff a little later than they normally happen, but at the Grand Floridian, he was at the monorail station, and there's security there, and he's 31, by the way, and he was going through security with his wife, which bad decision, lady. You shouldn't have married him. And he got flagged for additional checks. It happens, you know. You gotta.
Sometimes you get additionally checked. Sometimes you get randomly selected.
It happens. It's not a big deal. But while the Disney security checked his wife's bag, Murphy said she had a gun in her bag. She didn't. His wife was like, "Don't say that. That's bad. Don't do that." And then he said, "In fact, I have a BOMB," is what he said. And she was like, "What are you doing?" And basically, he said that it was his constitutional right to say whatever he wanted to say, and there's no reason that he should be getting in trouble for this. Now, this does not mention, from what I can see, anything about liquor, but one would assume, but maybe you're just this bit. Well,
it's wild to go to Disney World and act like Kanye West. And act like that's such a Kanye move. Yeah. And not be Kanye West. Like that is like such a what are it's a sovereign citizen behavior. All right. and if you're a sovereign citizen, then one place you can't go is Main Street, USA. All right. That's definitely one place you are locked out of. All right. If you're a sovereign citizen, I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to tell you, but if you're sovereign, Main Street, USA is not the place for you. All right.
Right. And so apparently he thought his First Amendment rights was to say whatever he wanted to say, and he shouldn't be getting in trouble and saying that he had a BOMB. And of course that means the monorails all went down and had to be checked, because that's what you do.
That's when they filmed the 4-hour loop, I guess. That's when it happened.
I guess that we figured it out.
They figured it out. We had to run it for about 4 hours to make sure everything was clear. All right, that's just stupid as stupid does, as Forrest Gump once told me. But the next one, 40 minutes, Nathan?
Okay. So, a guy, this is, if you thought Tiana's Bayou Adventure was going to start a new era of that attraction and its forebearers not being full of guests acting absolutely a fool anytime they get a chance, according to it looks like, I think it was a Facebook group, a tips and tricks Facebook group. Someone said, shout out to this guy who held up everyone at Tiana's for 30 to 40 minutes because he and his son jumped out of their log. The ride had been paused for maybe 10 minutes with very announcements to say that they should remain seated. He chose to jump out of the log with his kid and tried to exit. The cast members came over the speaker 3 times. Yes, 3 times, asking him to get back into his log, and he refused. He began shining his phone flashlight around, looking for an exit, as well as waving the bright light in our faces as we sat there dumbfounded on why he was doing this. Eventually, another cast member came over the speaker, telling him to stay where he was. This is the thing that I've never understood this about Disney. I'm sure it's an operational thing, but like, they're just like, they will yell at you from a speaker for as long as possible until they really have to get up out of their seat. Like, they just I don't want to get up. Don't put my life in danger because you're putting your life in danger.
Yeah. That's crazy to me.
So eventually,
I want to know what part of the ride.
Okay. From the photo, it is right before, I'm looking here at the photo. It's so small I didn't add it to the listing here. But it is right before I think you get tiny. You get tiny.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right before you get shrunk down. I see. I gotcha.
Yeah. So
there's nothing really interesting going on there.
No, and this dude is totally on his phone with his kid, and his kid is not small. His kid is like like 7, maybe 6 or 7. Can walk on his own, doing his own thing. And he's just walking, like, get in your boat. Like, what are you doing? And so they basically, it made it a lot longer because he wouldn't leave. He wouldn't get back in his boat so they could keep the ride going. So he just hung out until they had to grab him and
wild.
Escort him out.
Ideally, escort him out.
This happens so much. Sorry, my allergies are all up. Hopefully, I'm not snorting too much in the microphone. Recently, not too long ago, someone did this on It's a Small World and fully waded into the water, which is insanity. Like, but I guess you have a reservation and you're freaking out. People are so bad at planning because it's like, we're going to get on this ride and we are going to get out of here with 2 minutes to spare.
Right.
And it never goes like they think it's going to go. And then they get stuck.
And the tensions are always so high at the parks because of that. So like, I definitely get that, the dad and his son riding a ride, then the mom and the daughter are waiting or whatever it is. I mean, clearly some mental health issues are.
It's really easy.
Yeah. Disney loves to accommodate.
You literally say, hey, my son and his father are stuck on a ride. Well, that's not their fault, right? So we can either be seated now
or we'll wait.
Yeah,
But
I guess
just to
we're
let you
used
know,
to the
it's
real
not hard.
world where it is not accommodating in any way, shape, or form. Like, like the real world
Yeah.
doesn't operate like inside a Disney park. And so you just continue to panic like you would in normal life.
Well, I suppose so, but it's also like if the restaurant owned the taxi that was making it so I couldn't get to the reservation. Like it's this, it's like it is Disney's, not really Disney's
Well,
fault.
hey,
but
maybe the
it's
kid
Disney's
had to
fault.
poop.
Apparently not. It took 40 minutes. But I tell you who did. Multiple people.
Yeah.
Would you like to? You're very excited about this. I can
Yeah.
tell.
People
Why don't you
keep
explain what
pooping
this last
on the
story is?
floor. People keep pooping on the floors and walls of Cosmic Rewind. They keep doing it. It's not
They keep
like
doing it.
it happened and it's like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
It keeps happening. And I don't
It
know
is
what
the most specific OnlyFans account thing I've ever heard.
it is.
Is so
Guys,
specific.
what's going on? Because, and what's so wild is like, I hear and I've seen a lot of people be like, yeah, well, that's what happens when you take away Disney accessibility. People are just going to start pooping in the queues. And my question is, are they? Because this has happened 3 times, and I have not heard one person say, "Oh yeah, well they pooped because of a DAS situation." I haven't heard any of that. I've just heard, yeah, people pooped. Like that's just a period. The end of the story. So like, what?
Yeah.
What?
And like a lot of poop. I get a kid. Look, I understand a baby doing a poo and a diaper opening mistakenly, and there's an issue.
That's not
This
what
is
happened
not
here,
that.
buddy.
This is not
No. Oh, man, it is rough.
This is poop
But
on
what's
the
even
walls.
wilder is people kept walking through it.
Okay, this is a classic example of
I don't need to get to the veggie fruit part of the queue that bad.
Yeah, can't imagine it. I hate to inform them they're going to have to sit through like 20 minutes of pre-show before you actually get to ride a ride. Here's the thing. If you ever want to see me go full Walter Sobchak, Big Lebowski, like put me in a scenario where I literally seem to be the only person who's sane. And it's like, there is poop everywhere. And
There's human feculence.
And it wouldn't even just be me being like, cast members, shut it down. Like shut it down. It would be,
Shut it down. Lock it down. Chain the
down.
doors.
But I would like look at other people
Like you did to
that
Tough
are
to Be
there,
a Bug.
and I'd be like, shame on you. You are holding your nose. Do you have so little respect for yourself that you are going to be like, nope, I gotta ride the ride with Conga so bad.
I gotta see Terry Crews.
It's like a question. It's like an SAT question. Would you stand in poo to ride a ride? Of course not. Are you sure? Are you really sure?
Would you climb through a septic tank to ride Soarin'?
This is why I think fascism is very easy to happen in countries, because like, look how people won't even stand up for poop being on a wall. Like,
Nope.
like they'll just-
3 times.
3 times.
Right.
They've invested too much money and time, and
First
now
they came for my poop on Cosmic Rewind.
First they came for my poop.
Then they came for my poop in the second part of the Cosmic Rewind queue.
I said nothing.
And I said nothing. And then they pooped for a 3rd time and I remained silent. And I became the pooper.
Yeah, and I said, "Doctor, no, it's me. I am the clown.
I'm the one who farts.
I am Pagalash.
I'm the one with wet farts.
Yeah, so
Don't
that
clip
is the
that.
wildest of wild stories to end Beware, I guess, this week. And that's all the news.
Man.
That's all we got. That's all we got.
Quit it, guys. Quit
Quit
pooping.
Quit it.
Chris Pratt's
Quit it.
acting is already poop enough. We don't need double poop. We don't need
That's a lot of poop.
double poops.
Don't make Disney, don't make me, I don't have control. But
Yeah.
like all of a sudden I could just see
You
it's
do
gonna be
have
like,
control of your bowels, just to clarify
Well, I
what
have control
control
of that,
you
but-
don't and do have, just to clarify.
you know that like sometimes you do. Look, incontinence is a thing. But you know in like a month there's going to be that fake rocket coming over the queue. It's gonna be like, ladies and gentlemen in the queue, don't poop. If you need to go to the restroom, we'll give you a pass. It's me, Rocket.
Have you just been looking for your opportunity to do your Bradley Cooper impression? And this is
No, I don't do a Bradley
moment?
Cooper impression. I do a very bad. I do the impression of the very bad.
The guy doing the Rocket Raccoon, the Bradley Cooper impression.
The worst impression I've ever heard of a Bradley Cooper character. I haven't heard a lot of them, but
there are not a lot of them out there.
No one's really making money doing the maestro voiceovers. No Leonard Bernstein attraction needs a fake Bradley Cooper. We've reached fun and tell. You can tell we were going to have a guest on this episode, and then they had to bail last minute, and we've lost our minds.
Could you tell?
Oh,
I couldn't tell. I've been having fun. Have you not been having fun?
No, I've been having fun. I'm just saying that we get really we go off on tangents when
we have accomplished a great deal of news stories, and we're only an hour and 18 in.
That's true. It's true, and even less if you're listening, because we messed up a couple times. Well, Dan messed up a couple times.
I have messed up nothing. I've been pure of heart.
You'll never know.
I've never failed anything in my entire life.
Nope, me either. What are you having fun with?
I have a PlayStation 5. I got it for Christmas from my family.
Cool. Way to be cool.
And it's a cool device. And so I'm playing the PlayStation 4's Spider-Man that was remastered for PlayStation 5. And I cannot stop playing it. I need to work.
It's very good.
I need to raise my kids. I need to clean my home. You know, I need to live my life, but I cannot stop playing Spider-Man on PlayStation 5. It is
just flip
an incredible game. Where they have essentially built all of Manhattan digitally, like down to the street signs and the hobos and the rats and the squirrels and the pigeons. It is a wild game that I can't peel myself away from. I'm really having a lot of fun with it.
That's cool. You mentioned earlier in here, and then you switched it out. You did mention the Severance finale. And
we'll talk about that with a guest, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just say. If you're not watching Severance,
but this is a timely episode. Yeah. This is a news episode.
This is the news episode. It goes out. If you have not watched it, what are you doing? Get Severance. Watch Severance. Apple TV is literally the best streaming service, without question.
You a big Silo fan?
Yeah, I like Silo.
It's just Fallout. Excited. It's literally just Fallout.
Less funny Fallout, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Fallout. It's
it's great though.
And Newsroom? No, morning show. It's newsroom. It's just a morning newsroom. It's the morning newsroom.
You know, Jeff Daniels and Aaron Sorkin's The Newsroom.
Yeah, The Newsroom. For newsmen.
And Seth Rogen has a new show there apparently. So anyway,
Shrinking, I guess.
It's me.
We can't talk
Ford.
about the finale of Severance yet. It's too fresh.
No, we can't, and we won't. I just want to say, watch the show because they stuck the landing. You and I need to talk about it more, though.
Some people think Nathan and I are going to go on a field trip to Bell Labs.
We are. We're going to make some content, I think.
And I didn't realize that the water tower is there. It's not an added thing. Yeah. So the water tower is also there.
Yeah.
So, and we found these cool. I showed you the press pennies thing on Reddit. The Lumen press pennies. Did I show you? No. Someone designed 4 Lumen press pennies. Like, we got to be able to get a press penny machine and take it over there.
Got it, dude.
You're like, God, I want a Kier press penny so badly.
I know Bell Labs is this weird spot too, because it's like a dance studio and like a coffee shop. It's like, and like some studio space. Like it's just this weird building. But
yeah, well, it was abandoned for a while and then they refurbished it.
I just think it's funny that like that coffee shop isn't just leaning as hard in as possible. And maybe they are and we don't know, but like I need a Kier cappuccino like yesterday. Like, like hail Kier. Pass the espresso. Let's go.
I think it's Praise Kier. Yeah. It's not Hail Kier, is it? It's Praise Kier.
It's Praise Kier, probably. I don't know.
It's definitely Praise Kier. Have you seen the actor that voices Kier? Like voice the animatronic, voices the the Oregon Trail.
Someone does.
His name's Mark Geller.
Yeah.
He's a stage actor.
Very cool.
He is Kier. He is Kier. When you look at this guy, he is Kier. There is no way that they cast this man and then made everything look exactly like him without us not. Kier is so coming back in season 3. We are so resurrecting Kier. This guy is Kier when you Google him. You Googling him? Google him quick.
No. Okay.
Mark Geller. Look at him. Look at his face.
We're doing this on the podcast.
It's Kier.
I was going to say Kier is basically just Comstock from BioShock, but
Well, no, Kier is this guy. Is it Mark Geller is his name? I'm pretty sure it's Mark
Yeah.
Geller.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
He is
Holy
Kier.
moly.
It's Kier. There's
Yeah.
when you see this guy, you're like, there's no way they're not bringing Kier onto the show in some capacity.
Apparently he was in Russian Doll as well. So the Natasha Lyonne series. So yeah, man, praise Kier. Amazing. My favorite thing though is there's a story connected to it as well. But my favorite fun and tell this week, the thing I'm having fun with, is I saw the movie Black Bag with Michael Fassbender and Kate Blanchett, and boy howdy, are all those people very sexy, very sexy.
Wow, Magneto and Hela, right?
Sure, nerd. And then also the guy.
All
from
of my
Bridgerton.
pop culture references have to be filtered through the MCU, or I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, most people are in it. So
it's like my new
you're good.
religion. You'll get it eventually when you convert.
Yeah, sure. But it's really, 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 really fun. It's less of there's some espionage in it. Pierce Brosnan's in it. It's so worth it. 5 out of 5. Man.
And I'll watch
I had a
anything Kate
blast.
Blanchett does, because I know she decides to take her roles in a very serious way. She did Lord of the Rings just to wear pointy ears, and she's on record.
Yeah,
She's on
she
record.
rules. She rules.
She's very cool.
Kate Blanchett, if you're listening, come on.
She's
over to
not.
Fun.
She's not
Come
listening.
on. Come on over to Fun.
She's not listening.
We'll take you.
She's not.
We'll take you. In fact, I'll let you. You can be like third host. If Kate Blanchett wants to come on, you can like just be here forever.
She'll be your associate producer.
Whatever she wants, man. She
Executive
must be Kate
producer.
Blanchett, executive producer of the show. So there you go. There's all the news. I had a story about Black Bag actually to finish this off. So I'm in the theater. It's just me and one other guy, and the other guy is like in the front row center, like not front row, but sort of that. You know, you have that space.
Is
and
this
then you have
going to
like
go the same way as the Bob Gurr story you told me the other day?
No. Do not let. That is a story you can't tell on mic. Naughty.
Oh, my
So
God.
no, and we're in the trailers, and this guy, there's a couple of people filtering in, but not a lot, right? It's whatever.
This is in theaters now, this Black Bag?
Yes, it's really
Okay.
it's well worth your time
With Michael
lot of fun.
Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender,
Nice.
and Kate Blanchett, and so this guy, the trailers are playing, and he is full on FaceTiming, full volume, somebody on his phone. And look, man, it's trailers. I've seen them all. It's fine. I'm not bothered.
trailer
It's a little
time. That's fine.
It's a little annoying.
It's whatever,
But
yeah.
okay. Movie starts. My man is still lights off. My man, full brightness, full volume, still FaceTiming. Not off to the side, not in the back of the room, front and center. So
That must have driven you
yell.
mad.
We talked about me losing my temper. I don't usually, but I yell out, "Movie started!" Nothing. I give him a minute because I think, all right, I yelled at you. You can't like hang up on your mom. You're an idiot and you're sitting here, but whatever. Doesn't do anything. I say, like I'm like his dad. I don't know what I was planning here, but I was like, final warning.
No, by the way, not mentioning at all that you want him to turn his phone off. Like,
Oh.
which could have gotten his attention probably sooner. Just like a hang up your phone. But
I'm the only. There's two other people in this theater. The other two
How does he
people
know?
turn
How
around.
does he know that you're talking to him though? You don't know.
The other two people in the theater literally turn around and look at me and give me a thumbs up. And so I walk out and I go up to the manager and I am HOT to go at this point.
I can imagine. I can only imagine.
And I just go, there's a man FaceTiming at full volume in the front of my theater in theater 3. He's got to go, is how I put it. He's got to go.
And you need to restart the movie.
Like an assassin. I'm like, he's got to go.
Like you are a cast member of Black Bag.
And
Black Bag him. Get him out of here.
I
Bag him
could've,
and tag him.
And so I went back and they didn't do anything for a little bit. And then they came in and sort of looked at him like, oh no, I get it. You're not paid very much, but you're like, oh, this is the one thing in my job I have to do. And so a manager finally like taps him on the shoulder and is like, can you stop FaceTiming in the middle of this Michael Fassbender movie? And he finally puts his phone away. Almost immediately, as if like he was on a call with somebody who had kidnapped his daughter. And he was like, "No, I have to. I'm forced to sit here. This is the game I'm playing with the kidnapper." And he finally turns it off. And he then leaves the movie at the end, shaking his head in a clear suggestion that he did not like or understand the movie. And it might be, call me crazy, because he missed the first 10 minutes of the movie and lacks any self-awareness whatsoever. So, yeah, that happened. That happened. And that's it. Goodbye, everybody. That's the end of the show.
Wow. What a tale. What a tale of woe that you had to temper.
I wouldn't have brought up if we had a guest. See, this is what I'm saying. Guests filter us.
You have to tame your tempers. Your 4 tempers, man. You got to work on woe.
I know. If there's one thing I'm known for, it's being a real hothead. So I'll have to fix that.
This has been the news.
This has been the news. I come to you live from Animal Kingdom. Dan, you come from
Pennsylvania.
I was going to say News Central.
Located
this is
in
actually
Pennsylvania.
you're actually in the CNN offices. Weird people didn't know that
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. The Pennsylvania
CNN and Pennsylvania both have 2 N's. You get it.
Yeah. There you go. Wow. Okay.
Now the podcast is over.
It's over. Oh boy. This has been a production of 710 Media.